welcome back. This is the second in a series that I'm recording for bedtime stories or for whenever as we study Aotearoa or New Zealand, which is this part of the world over here. And I just want to say tēnā kora, which is hello to more than one person. Thank you for joining me in the Maori language, which is the language of the indigenous people of Aotearoa. And I thought it was really important that we learned a little bit about this land and the boats they make there called waka from their very special trees that grow on Aotearoa before we read this folktale called Rata and the Waka. So if you haven't seen the first one, I do encourage you to go back and watch the first posting, which was Aotearoa. I love this book. I can keep flipping it and flipping it as we learn more about the indigenous people, the Maori people of Aotearoa. So Rata and the Waka is a tale from New Zealand, Aotearoa. Long ago, there lived a young man named Rata. He wanted to show that he could be a good leader. So he decided to make a waka for his iwi. Rata searched the forest to find the perfect tree for the waka. It had to be tall and straight. It took Rata many days of looking. Finally, he found the tallest, straightest tree. Rata was so excited that he forgot what he must do before cutting down the tree. Rata forgot to ask Tane, god of the forest, for permission. There, I'm going to bring that a little closer so you can really see him. Cool illustration. Eagerly, Rata set to work. He chopped and chopped. Finally, he chopped down the big tree. Then he cut off the branches. As the sun went down, Rata put down his axe and he went home to sleep. You can see some animals there. When all was dark, the birds, insects, and animals and crawling creatures of the forest woke up. They were Tane's children. They were angry when they saw the tree lying on the ground, and they set to work to put the tree back together. The birds and the lizards picked up the branches. The butterflies and moths picked up the leaves. The worms and the ants picked up every grain of sawdust. The next morning, Rata went back to the forest to work on his waka. He thought his eyes were playing tricks on him when he saw the tree standing tall and straight again. But Rata was determined, so once he set to work, he chopped and he chopped. He chopped down the tree. Tired, Rata went home to sleep. It's hard work. He must be tired. When all was dark, Tane's children gathered around the fallen tree. Once again, they worked as a team to put the tree back together. As they worked, they sang magical songs. Look at his face. In the morning, Rata saw the tree standing tall and straight. Once again, he set to work. He chopped, and finally, the tree was on the ground. This time, Rata didn't go home to sleep. He hid in the forest and waited. Oh, he's going to see what happens this time. By the light of the moon, Rata saw Tane's children gather around the fallen tree. He saw them start to put the tree back together. Rata jumped out from behind the ferns. "What are you doing?" he shouted. "I am making a waka for my iwi." A kiwi stepped forward. "You have not asked Tane for this tree," he said. "You've not shown respect for the god of the forest." Rata was ashamed. "I am sorry," he said. "Please forgive me." Let me show you how he looks when he says that. And that's the kiwi, which is the bird of New Zealand. "We do," said the kiwi. "Now go home." Rata woke in the morning to the sound of thousands of creatures chittering and chirping. Together, Tane's children were carrying a huge waka. It was a gift to Rata. He had learned his lesson. Never again did Rata forget to give thanks to Tane, the god of the forest. So in this case, in this folktale, this story, the animals built the boat once Rata had learned his lesson. for a while he was doing a lot of chopping and not getting anywhere. It's very, very cool. And it also introduces the kiwi, which is a really important native bird to that area. So let's go back to my computer. And I want to learn how to say thank you because we've been listening in the, you've been listening so well in the Maori language. Let me see. Oh, it looks long. It's going to translate into thank heavens you were here. Lucky we have you. Let's listen. Oh, I turned off the sound. Here we go. Whoa. Listen again.